What is up, guys? Welcome back to another daily cryptocurrency video. Where in this video we're going to be talking about altcoins, we're going to be talking about Bitcoin, Ethereum, we're going to be talking about the total market cap. You guys can see these are the three charts or four charts we're essentially going to be covering. But let's start off with the crypto bubble in the last 30 days. You guys can see that the whole crypto bubble has been bleeding pretty heavily in the last 30 days, with Farcoin down 30%, HBAR down close to 30%, Trump down 40%. A lot of these cryptocurrencies are down anywhere between 10 to even 40%. So obviously not the best thing. You guys can see, are we in an altcoin season? No, we're not. For the millionth time, we're not in altcoin season. And we're going to be making these updates every day until we are in an altcoin season. So if you guys do want to follow up, make sure you guys hit that subscribe button, smash that like, turn those notification bells on so you guys never miss a video. So that's what's happening right here. Currently in the last 90 days, Bitcoin has been performing and dominating the altcoins. If we have a look right here in the last year, clearly pretty dead. I mean, we have not seen an altcoin season since 2022, and it seems like we're going to be falling down right here. But if we have a look and start off with Ethereum, because Ethereum is king of the altcoins, we know that Ethereum is king of the altcoins. The price action on Ethereum has been so ugly the past 5 weeks. I mean, look at this. Can you just imagine? I mean, since May 12, 2000, like over a month ago, right? The price action has been so ugly for Ethereum. Obviously, we are below the volume profile point of control, which is a very important area. And the big question is, are we going to essentially come back down and retest this level, which is a second point of control? So we do have a POC right here. We do have one right here. But of course, the main one is currently right here. And you guys can see there is not much support right here. I mean, the volume is pretty much dead. So in my opinion, as soon as we do break this volume profile and we do exit, the bounce is either going to be to the upside. The next target is going to be 3,300. That's the bullish target. And then of course, the bear target or the bearish target would essentially be at least 1,800 or 1,782 to be exact. Now, another thing is that you guys can see right here, the stochastic RSI are pretty overbought. Now, we know historically when things are overbought, we usually come to the downside. So if I actually extend that, you guys can see the last time we were actually overbought was actually right here, December 24th. What happened to Ethereum? Ethereum pretty much crashed all the way from $4,000 to as low as $1,300. So can we see the same type of action coming back here? It seems like Ethereum did and is doing a lower high right here, which is obviously not the best thing. And can this be another lower high? If this does, then guess what, guys? We're essentially going to come even below 1,300, and we're going to come even below, $1,000. Now, the all-time volume profile you guys can see right here is currently sitting, the point of control is sitting at 1,574, and then the second level would probably be 1,288. So obviously this thing is subjected to change depending on how much volume is traded in that time frame and in that price region. Okay, so this is not the typical volume that you see right here per week or per day or per hour. That's what's happening on Ethereum. If we have a look right here at Bitcoin, we're going to be having a look at the total and at Bitcoin, but I do want to have a look at Bitcoin now. I did take a long yesterday on Bitcoin, and guess what? We made like $9,000 to $10,000 on this pump right here. I did exit a little bit too early, but obviously, why did I take the long? Well, you guys can see we do typically have these bounces above the 50 moving average. Okay, this is a very important level. We have not been below the 50 moving average. The last time we broke below it was actually at the beginning of the year. Now, we did have a rejection right here, which was pretty good, and I thought we were going to have the same, but guess what? It looks like this was a fake out, very ugly price action. And the big question that everyone is asking is, will the United States participate in their Iran-Israel war? And the reason why this could be it is because here's my theory, by the way. The reason why the market is dumping right now, in my opinion, is because we could see a bigger escalation in the Middle East. And obviously, I doubt it that Trump is going to essentially, start an operation when the stock market's closed. In my opinion, he's most likely going to do something in the weekend when the stock market is closed. Sorry, when the stock market's open. He's not going to launch an operation when the stock market is open. He's most likely going to do it when it's closed, so he doesn't create panic selling. So that's what's happening right here for Bitcoin. We're going to have to see how the weekly candle does close, because if the weekly candle does close below, or the daily candle, does close below this 50 moving average, you could expect a bounce back down. And I'm talking about at least $92,000, which would be the first time that Bitcoin trends below or breaks $100,000 since, since a very long time. I would say since right here, May 8th, 2025. So obviously Bitcoin has been trending above $100,000 for a very long time, or not a long time, but in crypto, 30 days, 40 days is a long time. And pretty much that's about it. That's what's happening right here for Bitcoin. If we have a look right here on the weekly time frame, obviously Bitcoin is making a higher high, which is of course a bullish pattern. We're gonna have to see if we could maybe make a higher low right here to essentially complete it to $150,000. We're gonna have to see, guys. There's a lot of things that could change. If Donald Trump does attack, you could expect a massive dump. By the way. Now this is the total time frame. Okay, so this is everything excluding Bitcoin. Okay, so we're talking about Ethereum, XRP, Solana. We're talking about pretty much everything excluding Bitcoin. And you guys can see right here, the total market cap is currently sitting at $1.12 trillion. Okay, now what's interesting thing about this is that we are entering an area right now of uncertainty, which is the gray part. When it's gray, it's not really a buy zone. It's not really a sell zone. It's a area of uncertainty. Now, the last time we saw a gray part was actually right here. It was the beginning of the year, about 6 days after Trump became president. And guess what happened? We got that red signal. What happened? We got that red signal. Bitcoin, or the whole crypto bubble or the whole crypto market, you guys can say, pretty much tanked 40%. Now we're talking about 40% in the top cryptocurrencies only. So of course, most of these cryptos tanked 60 to 70%. Now the big question is, can we see this happening again? We saw the gray part right here. We're seeing it right here. There's a lot of uncertainty. A lot of people don't know if Trump is going to get involved. A lot of people are sidelined right now. To be honest, I should probably be sidelined. I'm not going to be taking any weekend trades right now because you don't know what's going to happen during the weekend. But in my opinion, we could very much see the total slip below not only the support, but we finally get a red dot or a red triangle. I don't want to say finally because that sounds bad and it sounds like I want it to go down. At the end of the day, I did take that long, so pretty much that's that. But we're gonna have to see, guys. We know what happens when we do have a green candle. We essentially pump to the upside, a green diamond. The last time we had the green diamond was actually right here. The total was at $902 billion and took it all the way up to as high as $1.64 billion. So things are looking, they could look good, but they could also look bad. This is the indicator that I'm using. By the way, if you guys do want to essentially take my trades that I am doing trade by trade, step by step, for free, all you have to do is pretty much deposit with BYDFI. The link will be in the description below. If you deposit $5,000, you could essentially get a $1,000 bonus. And if you deposit 100, you get a $60 bonus. So all you have to do is pretty much sign up with my link in the description below, go to my Discord, type in your UID and help, and then you will have access to pretty much all my trades for free. All you have to do is use my affiliate link below. Having a look at, last but not least, is the Bitcoin dominance, guys. The Bitcoin dominance currently sitting at 65%. We have obviously not been this high since the 5th of May 2025. Altcoins are dumping, Bitcoin's dumping, everything is pretty much crashing right here, as you guys can see on the right side of my screen. And pretty much that's about it. But the Bitcoin dominance, guys, is something that's very important and something that I've been talking about for a long time. The Bitcoin dominance can still go up. And just because the Bitcoin dominance goes up doesn't mean that altcoins will bleed against USDT. But when will the altcoin season start? And I'm going to stay this until we reach 72% in all my videos every day. Why? Because I want to essentially come back to these videos and be like, you see, guys, I warned you guys every day. The Bitcoin dominance, in my opinion, is going to at least reach 71 to 72% before seeing that mega altcoin season that everyone is expecting. A lot of people aren't paying attention to the Bitcoin dominance. The Bitcoin dominance doesn't lie. Now, if we do break 71% and we go to 80, 90%, you could probably say goodbye to your altcoins forever. And we're most likely never going to see an altcoin season. And it's most likely just going to be USDT and Bitcoin with the few new altcoins coming in and rotating, because it looks like a lot of these altcoins are dying left and right. But guys, I am not saying goodbye right now. We saw it right here on 2017, a rejection. We saw it right here in 2019, and we saw it right here. So usually all the altcoin season usually and typically start when we reach 72%, and pretty much that's about it. That is my video, guys. If you guys do like this video, of course, don't forget to smash the subscribe button, leave a like, turn those notification bells on, and I will see you guys in my next video tomorrow.